What's up, guys? Ariana Gray here, your Jacksonville real estate professional. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to sit down today and film a sort of about me video. I know when I first hopped onto YouTube, I just started posting community tours because that was the footage that I had readily available. So I figured I would just take a few moments today just to kind of let you know who I am, how I got into real estate, and what you can expect to see from my channel. So you'll probably notice on my banner that it says real estate or realtor and psychologist, I believe. And so I am a psychologist. Before I hopped into real estate, I was a school psychologist for 7 years. And I chose to leave that profession because the school system, the school system just ain't for ya, girl. Okay, it is not for me. I love the job. I love the kids. I loved working with teachers and parents and all of that. But collectively as a system, it just was not ideal. I'll also throw this out there. I'm an only child, so I've always been used to kind of working independently, having my autonomy, not really having to like get in line. I mean, I had boundaries as a kid, like my mama did not play that, but I just am used to being able to move when I want to move, make my own decisions, and having to work within the confines of what someone else gives you is extremely frustrating, especially when it starts going against some of your like ethics and morals. So I stayed there for 7 years, like against my will too. I was there after about a year is when I started considering I need to GTFO, the district in particular. And I considered at that point other districts. But then the longer that I stayed there, the more I realized, you know, each district is gonna have its own crap, so to speak. It's just gonna have like a different genetic makeup. And it's just not something that I was trying to find out. On top of the amount of schooling that I did for the paycheck that I would get every 2 weeks, it wasn't amounting. Okay, the numbers were not numbering. The amount was not amounting. I had to make some really tough decisions, and I don't take it lightly at all. I'm also licensed in the state of Florida, so as a school psychologist, we're certified through the Department of Education, but then you can also choose to get a license outside of that and do private practice. So that's how I'm still able to consider myself a psychologist, because I am licensed and I can still do all of the things that I was doing inside the schools, outside of the schools, and in my own time, on my own terms. And I just like that more. I got into real estate because I bought my home in 2019. And once I did that, it just kind of opened my mind into the whole concept of generational wealth and using real estate as a way to kind of propel you financially. And I became almost obsessed. I would say it was like a borderline obsession. Like I was checking the market. Sounds so crazy, but I was checking the market literally every single day. I'm talking like after I bought my house. Like I'm in my house, living in my home, checking the market every single day, because I'm just like wanting to know what's out there, what the housing or the prices are like, what was available. And so I started toying with this idea, like, I don't know, maybe I should get my real estate license and like do it part-time. And I've watched a couple of other videos, and people say, you know, like part-time agents can never really like get the kind of traction that they want to get. They usually always end up quitting whatever the full-time gig is to do real estate full-time. So that was always in the back of my head. And then I just decided with this last year, 21, or what was that? The 21-22 school year, that last school year, I was like, nah, I'm out of here. And we just gonna do real estate full time. So what I did was during spring break last year, so it was during March, we had 1 week off. I decided I'm gonna study for the exam this whole week. I'm gonna take the class. I did an online course. So I was like, I'm gonna take the class, study for the rest of like March and April, take the test by May. So that's what I did. And everything was just kind of happening seamlessly. And I'm like, okay, that was like the affirmation from God that I needed, that I was on the right track. looked at a couple of options that I had with my license as a school psych to see how I could make some money on the side with that. And then I just kind of started lining things up, and I'm like, you know what? It's do or die. Like, you're either going to do this and you're going to fall flat on your face and you'll have no regrets, or you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. And then you'll end up always wondering, what would it have been like had I done XYZ? And I'm the type of person where I truly do not believe in regret. I think everything happens for a reason. There's a reason and a season for everything in life. And I truly, truly stand by that. So I just decided, you know what, I gotta take a leap here. So I decided to just dive headfirst into real estate back in August. And so far, it is the best decision that I have ever made in my adult life. And there were some personal things going on with my grandmother, and I ended up losing her in October, and that was completely unexpected. But then it just showed me, it was further affirmation that I did what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do it. Because had I still been locked down in that other job, or career, I should call it, I wouldn't have been able to be there for her and for my family like I would have wanted to. And that for sure would have eaten me up, you know, as a part of the grieving process. I just would have constantly been thinking, oh, what if I had done this, or what if I had been there for that? So I'm glad I don't have to deal with any of that. I can just grieve naturally, you know, and we're all good there. So it's kind of a long story around why I got into real estate, but I do want to get into real estate investing myself. I've been looking into doing like Airbnb for, I would say, at least like 4 years now. And, you know, just like short-term investments. I want to do long-term investments. And I figured, like, what better way to learn about it than to be in it actively selling real estate and helping other people buy real estate. So, you know, you have some agents that kind of steer away from investors. That is not me. I am looking to learn. So if I can learn different strategies from different investors, I will be more than happy to be their agent. And so that's kind of what I've been doing since I've gotten in the business. But as far as this channel goes, what you can expect to see is obviously me doing the new construction tours, because new construction is something that I'm specializing in. You'll also be able to see some content, my day-to-day. I may do a couple of vlogs here. They will be short vlogs, because just trying to be out there with a camera and thinking about it every second of the second, I can't. When I can think about it, or when I can remember it, I'll do that and probably like piece together a couple of videos for that. Also talking about the market, talking about different ways that you can invest. It'll just kind of be like a hodgepodge focused around real estate. And I plan to post every Wednesday, but you may occasionally get videos from me also on Mondays. So once to twice a week is what you can expect. That's just a little bit about me. And if there's anything else you want to know, I would be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Just type them down in the description box below, and I will try to answer them in one of my next videos. But I'm excited to be here, and I hope you guys enjoy my channel.